And one day Elijah went to Shunem, and a well-to-do woman was there who urged him to stay for a meal. So whenever he came by, he stopped there to eat. And she said to her husband, I know this man comes around our way as a holy man of God. Let's make a small room on the roof and put in there a bed and a table. I mean, they're doing home renovations, amen. A chair, a lamp for him. Then he can stay here whenever he comes to us. And one day Elisha came, and he went up to the room and lay down in there. And he said to his servant Gehazi, call the Shunammite. And Elisha said to her, tell her, you have gone through all this trouble for us. Now, what can be done for you? Can we speak on your behalf to the king or the commander of the army? She replied, I have a home among my people. She said, basically, I'm good. What can be done for her, Elisha asked. Gehazi said, she has no son, and her husband is old. Dang, Gehazi, it just seemed a little harsh. She don't have no kids, and her husband, he ain't getting no younger. Elisha said, call her. About this time next year, Elisha said, you will hold a son in your arms. No, my Lord. No, my Lord. Please, man of God, don't mislead your servant. But the woman gave birth to a son, just as Elijah had said, and the child grew. And one day he was out with his father, who was out in the fields, and he just started screaming, my head, my head. I'm in verse 19. And his father told his servant, carry him to his mother. And after the servant had lifted him up and carried him to his mother, the boy sat down on her lap until noon, and then he what? He died. She went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, then shut the door and went out. The first thing I want you to know about how to revive and how to raise a dead thing is there in verse 20. Don't be content with your initial effort. If you're going to be in the raising dead business, you cannot be content with your initial effort. The mother held him, she comforted him, but he died anyway. Amen. And many of us give up right here. If you do, you'll never see your miracle. If all you do is if you're content with that initial effort and say, well, I guess that's it. I held him, I comforted him, I stroked his hair, but some kind of way he still died. I guess that's it. If you're content with your initial effort, you'll never see the move of God in that miracle type fashion. Amen.